That's a hard fail. All assets lost. Lots to discuss here, gentlemen. RTB for AAR and debrief. Sit rep. Potential collapse detected. Relocation to indicated safe zone is advised. Squad destroyed by hostile action. MTC suspended.
So, if you want to get better at Black Ops 4, you need to take a step back a few years and play Black Ops 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few basics for running around and killing people in Call of Duty style first-person shooters, which you may know already. So I apologise if this is if too simple. Then I'll show you how to set up a practice game, a drill, if you like, against bots that will start to build up those twitch muscles that you need in Call of Duty, because you don't get a second chance in gunfights in Blackout. So what you want to do is you want to play locally and you want to be doing multiplayer. And what we're going to do first is I'm just going to set up a game with no bots in it. Right, so just me. So let's just start the game.
Team deathmatch.
Okay, so here we go. Now, the sort of classes you want to sort of create and run with are very basic classes. Like I've got the KN-44 here with just a red dot on it. Cuda, because there is like an AK sort in Black Ops 4. The ICR-1 with a magnified optic and a sniper rifle. Because in Black Ops 4 Blackout, there's going to be lots of times when you're running a gun without a grip, without extended mag and all that sort of stuff. Perks as well, you don't really want anything special because we're going to avoid jumping around. And then things like your lethal, you want a grenade just to practice throwing it. So, okay. So let's go in, say, with the KN-44. So this is an empty. This is just empty map. Now, Fringe is one of the maps. Well, one of the larger maps with larger sight lines. But I find in Call of Duty, one of the things you want to be doing is you always want to be centering. What centering means is, you know those crosshairs you can see in the middle of the screen? You always want to be putting them where enemies might be. Right, so as I'm coming up here, I know enemies might be to the left, so I start moving that way. See, to the left of that sphere? So they're probably going to be there. So if I have to aim down sights, I can be on them straight away. Also, if somebody is there straight away, I can start hip firing straight away. And in close combat in Call of Duty Black Ops, don't be afraid to hip fire. You know, it should be a case of if somebody's close, hip fire first, ADS second. So, you know, something like that. So with sentry again. So say I came around here, I know that there's a potential space there. So again, I would start to keep centered, keep centered, keep centered, keep centered. Say I move over here. I know down the end of the street there's a sniper position up there. So again, I keep centered on that. That way I can snap to it really quickly, like that. And centering is essential. Now it's a lot more difficult on the larger maps of Blackout, because you simply won't know them as well, like the back of your hand, like you can on a multiplayer map. So again, so we come around here. I know there's a doorway to my right, so we stay centered, stay centered, stay centered. So we're ready to engage with either hip fire or ADS. So if we were like coming over here, there's the exit to the barns just in front of me now. So again, stay centered, stay centered, stay centered, ready to sort of do that head glitch there. So that's kind of the way you've got to move around with Call of Duty. Always be remembering or trying to think in advance where enemies are going to be, and keep your crosshairs in that direction, so you can hip fire first or ADS. And as I said, don't be afraid to hip fire at close range, because it's often like the most effective way. Well, definitely the most effective way of dealing with people. As you can see, Black Ops 3 looks and the gunplay plays very similar to Black Ops 4 Blackout. Having put in several hours into Black Ops, I can confirm that. Apart from double jumping, but you do get the slide. It's not quite as long in Black Ops 4 Blackout. Obviously, you don't get the double jumping. You don't get the wall running like that. So that's kind of your basic movements as you're moving around the map. Always be always be centering, always be thinking where is the enemy going to be, and that's where I need to put my crosshairs. So what we can do now is we can now kind of put that into practice, and we'll set up a match with some really dumb bots. So let's go back to the menu. Okay, so we're back at the menu, so now we need to kind of set up the game. There's going to be two types of games we're going to set up. First is going to be a general one for improving our Twitch skills, and then the next one is for improving our headshot abilities. Because with the armour in Black Ops 4 and Blackout, the headshot multiplier does really matter, because you can unload a whole clip into someone with level 2 or level 3 armour and don't take them down. So the map wise, I would say Fringe is pretty good because it's got those long sight lines, but other really good ones would be Redwood. Stronghold's not too bad, there's some long sight lines with that, probably not Nuketown. What's the Infection? That would be a good one. Any of the maps with long sight lines you really you can use. So, and I tell you what would be good if you've got the bonus firing range. You know, that is in Black Ops. In fact, I tell you what, we'll do that. We'll do firing range. That is in that one. Now the game mode, we'll do team deathmatch. Set up the bots. So we'll only have the bots on one side, and we'll do, I don't know, 7 bots. Should we do 7 bots? 7 enemy. In fact, we'll do 8. 8 enemy bots, and we'll do them as dummies. Okay, do them as recruits. The reason why we do this drill, if you like, this practice game, is purely to get us used to spinning around and blasting people quickly. Spin, blast, spin, blast, spin, blast. It's not about getting better against bots, because when you come to play against people, they're completely different. They think in a different way. They're much more clever and much more stupid than bots in lots of situations. So we put the bots on easy, so we're not dying, we're just shooting. Game rules. What we want here is general, where is it, health. Put health up to 150%, because that's where it is in Black Ops 4 Blackout. I think pretty much that's it. I think pretty much good to go. So in this game, it's going to be all about just running around and shooting, reloading, shooting, reloading. What we really want to be trying doing actually is to get at least 2 kills out of each clip. Right, I'm going to start off just with the KN-44, and you see it's me versus all those guys. So I just want to be centering, moving, centering. Where are they going to be? This is cool. I'll have to do a separate video about this place. I've never played this map since Black Ops 1. Right, here they come. So. Let's see if we can get 2 kills per magazine.
Tango down.
Let's reload. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention as well. Which is incredibly important. When you're aim down sights, right, looking at somebody, the right stick gives you big movements, but do left stick movement as well. In other words, use strafing to get on target. Ooh. Now you want to be, while you're doing this, you want to avoid double jumping, avoid wall running, because obviously that isn't in Black Ops 4. So here we go.
Enforcer kill. Battery KIA. That's a kill.
Oh, the other thing you need to make sure you do is make sure your sensitivity settings are the same. See how with that setting it to 150%, you've got that longer time to kill that you'll come across in Black Ops Blackout. Right, so hopefully you get the idea. Running around, killing bots, just slowly building up that the muscle memory to help you when you go into Black Ops Blackout. Now, what we'll do now, we'll change our class. We'll do the ICR one first. Let's. Can you respawn? Come on, just kill me, buddy. Very good. Now, most of the engagements in ordinary Black Ops games are at very close to medium range, but in Blackout, lots of your engagements. Lots of your engagements are at medium to long range, and I've found this especially difficult to deal with. So that's why we have something like the ICR-1, which I think there's an ICR in Black Ops Blackout, just to get us used to using optical sights. Now, the next stage is to equip a sniper. Now,
Threat neutralized.
the snipers are incredibly powerful in Black Ops 4 Blackout. Incredibly powerful. But again, engaging at these sort of ranges, I never use a sniper rifle in Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 2 or anything. But this is a semi-auto one, so it's a bit better. So this drill is very useful to get used to those extra long sight lines and the different feel that you get with a sniper rifle.
Reaper trashed. Sarah down.
Okay, so hopefully that drill kind of gives you an idea of what we're trying to achieve here by getting used to the scopes, getting used to the long range scopes, getting used to centering, getting used to sort of twitch aiming, that sort of stuff. So let's go back to the menu now and I'll show you the next drill. Okay, so now we're going to mix it up a bit by changing some of the rules, and the rule we're going to change is, I think it's under health and damage. Headshots only. Here we go. Headshots only. Now we're going to change the map. I do think probably Fringe is one of the best maps. So let's get in. So we have to hit people in the head now. And again, this is training as like, if you're like me where you tend to aim low an awful lot of the time. I don't know why, I just always have. I shoot for people's tummies or their knees. It's crazy. It's just the way. I don't know why. I've just developed this incredibly bad habit. So doing a headshot only drill against dumb bots helps me incredibly. But you know, you'll see that in a second. Okay, so let's get back to the KN-44. Again, it's me versus 7 others. Right, so just thinking about centering all the time. Where are the enemies going to be? Where do my crosshairs need to be? So I can just start shooting if they come around the corner. Right, here they come. Right. Okay, this is just headshots only, so hip firing isn't actually going to be that useful.
UAV awaiting orders.
You've really got to use left stick aiming to help you.
Down. Reaper trash. Firebreak off the field. Smoked him. Firebreak off the field.
Okay, so hopefully that will give you a good idea of what these drills are all about. I just want to show you one final setting as well, where you really mix things up. So let me just go into the options, go into the controls. And if you've been watching this video thinking, my God, Rob, your aim is really bad. That's because in these drills I turn off target assist and aim assist. Now I think I can't remember which is which. One works in the campaign and one works in the multiplayer. I can't remember which is, so turn them both off. By doing this, you have to be... The console isn't helping you. Normally with aim assist on or target assist on, as you drag it across a target with your sights, the game slows that down just a little bit. But as this is, it doesn't. Disable them, and when you go back to the main game, you'll amaze it. Anyway, that's enough from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.